We met Greg about 18 months ago at one of his seminars. We were invited to a dinner seminar and listened to his presentation. And a lot of the things, or most of the things that he had to say, made sense to us. And so we followed that up with a personal dialogue with him on what our current situation was and what our interests were for the future as far as investments. His seminars were very educational. They were low key, no real pressure of any type whatsoever. He just gave us an overview of how the program worked, and we walked away with no obligation. But again, we've kind of been burned in the past with some of the investments that we've done, and I was basically looking for some stability of principle, and the program that he offered was very attractive to us, and so we followed up for a personal review with him.
Well, we didn't quite know what annuities were about. We had been to different seminars before, and the word would be mentioned, and then they would brush over it and go to something else. And we found that different advisors financially had their own agenda of what they wanted to do with your money, and we want to get out of speculation into something more conservative.
Sure.
So this as I stated before, this actually made sense to me, and normally I sort of dream through these seminars. We go because John is interested, but this caught my interest too.
Greg very much made you feel at ease, and his presentation was such, as Joan said, you could understand very clearly what he was telling you as far as investments are concerned. As you know, that they can be very complicated. There are so many different types of investments. Annuities have had varying degrees of reputation, although I think they've gotten much, much better. And we're at a state in our life now where we'd like to, have some stability, some assurance of preserving what we've saved. And before, we've been in the stock market, and it's just been a very rocky road. And now we feel that we may not get rich quick, but that's not what we want at this point in time. We're interested in preserving what we've earned and have some modest income for the future, and we see that very easily taking place with these series of investments that Greg has put us into.
Sure.
It's like we're still going to go to the racetrack, but we'll stay at the $2 window.
We have a very strong safety net now. The products that he has offered can theoretically only go up, and each year it's renewable as to what the program is, whether you want to get into bonds, whether you want to get into the stock market, or a combination of both. And the most attractive feature that I liked is that your principal is protected and won't go below what you put in each year, and also the ability to vary after each year. You can vary what you're investing in. So it gives you quite a bit of flexibility, but at the same time protection of what you've got. And again, that's what we're most interested in, is the protection factor that we've got now.
Sure.
So when we meet with Greg, it's a very casual atmosphere. I mean, it's basically one-on-one or one-on-two. We just sit, and I think that from a personal standpoint, we've established a relationship that we're very comfortable with him. And if we spend an hour or an hour and a half, at least half of that time is spent talking about his horses or what he's doing or what we're doing. It's a very personable exchange. And sometimes when I've walked out, I've thought to myself, well, I didn't cover everything I really wanted to cover from the investment standpoint, because we had such a good time. But he's always available. I followed up several times with phone calls, and we've further discussed what the situation might be. No, it's a very informal atmosphere, and as I said earlier, no pressure whatsoever. I mean, it's totally voluntary as to how much you want to get involved. I think it's a very good time to look at your total investment program with somebody, a professional that understands, all the different investment objectives and opportunities, and then you end up developing something together. It's not something, he's not pushing a product by any stretch of the imagination. You totally buy into it, or there's no obligation, you walk away. And that made me feel very comfortable, and I think Joan too.
Well, I like the fact that you're dealing with two people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what you see is what you get. And it's not like you're being handed off to an assistant,
Right.
and talk to a different person every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's Greg and it's Judy, and we're very comfortable with them.
We're on track. We haven't lost any money. As I say, I've gotten much more conservative right now, so we're on very much the conservative side of the investments. So it's not going to grow real quick, but it is growing and will continue to grow. And I definitely like the feature that on an annual basis we can revisit where we are and where we think the market might be going, and readjust accordingly if we so choose, or just stay with where we are. And that's done jointly. I mean, Greg makes some, I came in this last year with some preconceived ideas, and they were just reinforced by Greg, and so we were very much on the same sheet of music, so to speak. We definitely would recommend that anybody that's in the investing money or looking to reinvest, or possibly came into some unexpected money, that they consider talking to Greg and asking him to review their portfolio and make some recommendations on where they think they want to go. And I value his recommendations very much.
Okay.
Now, he listens to you and finds out. He gets it out of you. What do you want? And then he makes it happen.
No,
Like-
it's a very low pressure situation.
Yeah.
Very friendly. You feel that you're being treated as an individual or as a family, as opposed to a large investment company where they're kind of just want to get the hook into you, and then they want to do what they want to do. In this case, you jointly develop your objectives, and we're very pleased with the outcome.